Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to make the Crosshatch bracelet by MDO Looms on Instagram. So he asked if I would do a tutorial for this bracelet, and I am happy to. I think it's a really cool looking design. I think it's pretty easily accessible. It's not too difficult at all, and it's just really fun to make. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys how to make this today. Let's get into it. So for this design, you will need a hook. You do not need a double-ended hook for this design because there's no flipping, so a regular hook will work just fine. You will need a couple C-clips just to work with while making the bracelet. And as for your colors, I'll be showing you this color pattern today. So that is one color for this middle single chain here. I like to use thicker or rounded bands just because it pops out more. One color for this border here in the middle, and then one color for the outside border, and then however many colors you want to use for the middle loops. I will be using 3 today. So yeah, let's just get into it. So when we make this bracelet, basically what we're doing is adding 2 borders onto a single chain in the middle. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make a single chain bracelet that is a few bands longer than your wrist size because it does slightly shrink. This is about 30 to 35 bands, just depending on your wrist size. But yeah, so you're going to want to make that single chain first. And once you do, you want to come to the bottom of the bracelet. You want to get your hook. You want to find the cap band and make sure that the flat side of the cap band is facing towards you. Now you're going to come to the side, and through the side of the bracelet, you're going to pick up the side of the cap band that's closest to your hook. So how you do this, you just go in, grab it, and it should just stay on your hook, like this. Now you're going to grab whatever color you're using for this first border. I am using zebra bands again, and you just pull it through the band. Now, making sure the single chain does not become twisted, you go back into the side and pick up the next link through the side of the bracelet, like this. And you're going to get your first color, like the inside loop colors, and you're just going to pull it through that first band. And it should look like this. Now you're going to get this outermost purple band and cross it over the 2 next to it. And it should look like this. Now you're going to pinch those 2 and pull all 3 off and only pick up the 2 you're pinching. And it should look like this. Now you get one more zebra band and pull it through everything. Now, coming back to the single chain, make sure it does not twist. You're going to go back into the side and pick up the next loop. So that is right here. And you want to make sure you're just picking up the side that's closer to your hook. Now get your next color, pull it through the band. Now there's 4 bands on your hook. Cross the outermost pink over the 2 middle bands. Now pinch those 2 you crossed over, pull all 3 off, and only put the 2 you're pinching back on your hook. Now, get a zebra band and pull it through everything. And this is basically the pattern. So you come back to the single chain, making sure it's not twisted, and pick up the next link through the side of the bracelet. Sorry, sometimes it's a little tough. But yeah, just pick it up through the side of the bracelet. Get your next color, pull it through the band, Now cross the outermost band over the middle two. Grab the two you're crossed over, pull all three off, only put the ones you're pinching back on your hook. Then pull a zebra band through everything. And it's really just that up until you get to the end of the bracelet. So I'll do it one more time with you. You come to the side of the bracelet, making sure it's not twisted. Pick up the link through the side of the bracelet. Get your next color. Pull it through that first band. Now cross the outermost band over the center two. Pinch the two you crossed over. Pull it off and only put the ones you're pinching back on your hook. And it should look like this. And you're just going to keep doing this all the way up until you get to the last band up here, and then I'll show you what to do next. So I have done the pattern all the way up until the end, and I'm at the point where I just flipped a band over the middle two. And then I'm just going to grab one more zebra band and pull it through everything on my hook. And it should look like this. And now we're going to grab the end of the single chain and put it onto your hook. And then unclip it. And now we just grab one more zebra band and pull it through everything on your hook. And clip it. And now we can work on the other side. So we're just going to come back to the beginning of the bracelet, down to the cap band, and then come to the side and pick up the side of the cap band that's not being used. Now grab your zebra band and pull it through, and making sure you don't twist the bracelet, we're going to come back to the side and pick up the first link through the side of the bracelet, and then we're going to get our first color, which is purple. Pull it through that first band, and there should be 4 on your hook. Now we're going to grab this outermost purple and cross it over these middle two. Now we pinch those two and pull those 3 off the hook, and only put the 2 you're pinching back on your hook. Now we grab one more zebra band and pull it through everything. And we're basically just doing the same thing we did on the other side. So we come to the side and then pick up the next single chain band. Grab your next color. Pull it through. And then cross the outermost over the middle two. Pull all 3 off and only put the 2 you're pinching back on your hook. Now pull 1 zebra band through everything. Then again, come to the side of the bracelet, pick up the next single chain band. Grab your next color. Pull it through the first band. Cross the outermost over the middle 2. Pinch those 2, pull all 3 off, and only put the 2 you're pinching back on your hook. And then pull a zebra band through everything. Then again, you're just going to do this all the way up until the last band, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I have done this side, and I'm at the point where I just flipped over a band, and I'm just going to pull one more zebra band through everything on my hook. And now you're going to find this C-clipped band and then come to it and then pick up the 2 single chain bands and the other 2 zebra bands on it. Unclip it, pull the band back out, and then use that band to pull it through everything on your hook. And then here you'll just clip, and now we can work on these second borders. So you're going to want to grab whatever you're using for your next border, and then you're going to come to whichever side, and then this first band here, you're going to find it in the side and just pick it up like this. Now you're going to grab your next border color and just pull it through it. We're basically just doing the same thing we did for the first border, just on the side. And now you're going to find the next link, put on your hook, and instead of starting with purple this time, since it's not perfectly lined up, we're going to start with pink. So whatever the second color you started with here, you're going to start with first. So you get it and pull it through that first band. Now you're going to grab it, the outermost band, and cross it over the middle too. And then pinch those two, pull it off, and put them back on your hook. And it's basically just the same thing as we were doing before. So you get your band, pull it through everything, grab the next link, get your next color, pull it through, cross over the middle too, pull it off, and then put it back on. Get your band. Oh, I forgot to mention these are penguin bands. I think that's what they're called. Okay, now pick up the next band and get your next color, which is purple. Pull it through, cross it over the middle too, pinch those two off, and put it back on your hook. Then get your band, pull it through everything. And yeah, you're basically just going to do that all the way up until the end, and I'll show you what to do when you get there. Okay, so I have done this side, and you want to stop right when you're at this point, at the last link, and you're going to pick it up through the side. And instead of pulling a color band through on this one, you're going to get a penguin band and pull it through everything, all three bands. And it should look like this. And you're going to grab this clipped band here and just put it on your hook and unclip it. Now get one more penguin band and just pull it through everything on your hook. And now we'll clip that. And we can work on the last side. So you're gonna come to this side and find the first white band here and just pick it up through the side like that. And you're gonna get your penguin band, pull it through, come back to the side, and find the next band and get your next color. Make sure that it's the color that lines up here, so that's pink. And once you have 4 bands on your hook, you grab the outermost, flip it over the middle too, pull it off the hook, and put it back on. And we're just going to do the same thing that we've been doing. Very simple, not a lot of steps, which is what I like about this bracelet. Oh. Okay, I got it. And, oh, that's the wrong color. Yeah, you just keep doing what we've been doing, pulling the band through, flipping it over, pinching it off, pulling another band through, and yeah, you're just gonna do the same thing that we've been doing all the way up until the end, and then I'll show you how to finish the bracelet. Okay, so I have finished the last side, and again, you're gonna stop on the last band here and pick it up. And instead of pulling a color through, you'll get your penguin band, pull it through everything on your hook. And now you're going to grab this clipped band and then pick up the 2 zebra bands on it and then the 2 penguin bands on it. Then you're going to unclip that band, pull it out, and then use that band to pull it through everything on your hook and clip it. And there you have it, the Crosshatch bracelet by MDL Looms. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked the tutorial, it would mean a lot if you could like and subscribe. And my and MDL's Instagram will be linked in the description of this video if you need any extra help with this design. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.